video because I think no one cares. So, hi everyone, today we are gonna make a new episode of Little Questions, and we are Stefan and Ilkevich. We are another persons from Harvard Summer School, SSP, and we will talk about main questions, about main things in Harvard probably, and about Americans at all, about our roommates, about our food, about our difference in culture.
Did the former episode gave the same kind of questions?
No.
I mean, when I watched about the first episode, did they really talk about important questions?
It was really important about birds poo.
Okay, fucking birds.
Okay, so the first thing I would like, so I'm Vadim as you want to pronounce, and here's the picture, but his real name
I'm
is
not Peter. I'm Peter.
Peter.
Okay, whatever. But go on.
I know you for 3 weeks and you didn't say that I pronounce your name incorrectly. What's your name?
You pronounce it correct.
Yeah.
My name is Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
So?
Peter. Okay, so
Yeah.
doesn't matter. His name is Zhang Zlu. And the first question I want to ask you is what do you think about Richard, this other roommate in my room?
Richard is definitely fantastic.
Why do you think so?
The only thing I can say about him is that I have nothing to say about him. First, do you remember like the first time, like the proctors and us introduced each other?
Yeah.
And so we were asked to talk about 2 lies and 1 truth. No, 2 truths and 1 lie.
Yeah.
To introduce ourselves and let others guess which one is true and which one is the lie. And I remember so clearly that Richard said, "I have never had any girlfriend," like that, right?
I mean, yeah.
But okay, we have 4 people in our dorm, and tons of girls have been in our dorm. But all the girls are here for Richard, not for you, not for me.
Yeah, definitely right. And the main thing is that Richard has his girlfriend in where is he from?
Colombia?
Yeah, in Colombia.
Where the fucking is Colombia?
I don't know.
But you cannot even find it on the map. Jeez.
No, yeah, I think the Colombia is no. I don't know.
No, forget about it. Doesn't matter. Russia and China.
It's south. It's somewhere south.
Okay, forget about Russia and China. Are like almost the whole world
Yeah.
because they're so big.
Yeah, because the China has the most population of all the countries, and the Russia is the biggest land.
Yeah.
That's why we are the biggest company here. And the main thing about Richard, the main thing that I like in Richard is that he always goes somewhere from the dorm. I mean that every night he spends outside the dorm. So, for example, today.
Basically, this is not his dorm. But like 72 hours, which if you know math is 3 days. He only comes probably for 3 hours for taking a shower.
And we really don't know where he usually spends this time. So I think that from 6 nights in the dorm, he spends here only
2 nights.
1 night. Yeah.
And only for sleeping, not really for for the whole day.
Yeah. Probably this is good, really. And the main question that probably should really disturb our listeners, our viewers, is Peter, what do you think about Americans girls? It's the real transfer from one thing to another.
Well, speaking about American girls,
Yeah.
I can only think about two things. Freaking fat girls with big boobs or skinny girls with no boobs.
Really?
This is
Yeah, thank you. No, are you serious? Because I thought there are lots of normal girls.
normal girls.
Yeah, I mean that with boobs and without much fat.
I hope so. But at least I've seen a lot of crazily fat girls.
No, it's of course, yeah. There are
I don't
lots
know
of them.
what they do during their life besides eating, you know. I mean, it's so, well, people say it's so hard to lose weight, right?
Yeah.
Because when you gain weight, but if you become as fat as them, it becomes hard for me to imagine how they become like that because it requires more to eat to become like that. It's
you mean
almost
you mean
impossible.
it's like Tetris game?
Yeah.
When you get a higher level, it makes it too harder to get to
because
another level.
like say now I'm 150 pounds and I eat more and I become 170. But when you are 400 pounds, you have to set a task in front of you, say, Peter, eat more and you will finally become 500 pounds. And fucking why are you doing that? I mean, it's crazy.
I thought there were lots of girls because sometimes I just walk on the streets and.
You got to know how many international students are here. They're sometimes Europeans.
Ah, yeah, probably. Okay, what about Chinese girls?
Chinese girls?
Yeah,
Worse.
worse girls. Yeah, this thing is said to Chinese man.
Yeah, I'm a Chinese man, so when I speak about Chinese girls, I feel no guilty. Because,
Oh,
well, there are some really good ones, but they are so rare that they will never be yours.
yeah. Speaking about Russian girls, I think that Russian country is too separated one.
Stipulated?
Separated. I mean that.
Separated?
Yeah. I mean that in Russia there are lots of nationalities. In Moscow, I speak about Moscow, and I think there is no standard stereotype of the girl, Moscow girl.
How are they though? I heard Russian girls are really good.
Yeah,
And you know through what? What they are most famous for? I mean, in some case.
no.
I'm serious. They're really famous for picture of their naked body. Not porn, okay? Not porn, but art.
Yeah, porn is Germany. It's German preference.
Yeah, and like, yeah, they're really famous for their naked artwork.
So you mean that this is famous all over the world?
Yeah, because people really prefer to use Russian girls, as their models because they have really good body and they look beautiful, and they are blonde.
Blonde?
A lot of them with blonde
No,
hair,
it's of
blue
course.
eyes,
Blue eyes, blonde. Probably yes.
but they have the same destiny as American girls. That after they gave birth to babies, they become freaking fat.
Yeah.
Probably you should think about whether you should put this on YouTube because I will be killed.
I think no one will remember you,
I know.
and this. I think our channel, the Podivuhodny Mandarin,
Do you know how many people watch their channel? Like 5.
Their video?
Yeah.
About 200 people.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad, and they've got about 5 likes
Woo.
and 0 dislikes. I think these are probably only our friends. Yeah. But however, I found their video quite nice, really, and they speak their accent of British is really cool.
Yeah, and our accent with American is also pretty cool.
I think British is cooler than American. American is like blah 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 blah.
No, Americans with Americans accent you can speak more clearly. And I don't know if you learn about how to distinguish, like for America, all the words with R,
Mhm.
you spell like this R
Mhm.
R. With British accent, it's a ah. So there's
Wow.
if you watch I'm serious. If you watch
I
my
didn't know
tongue,
this.
if you watch my tongue, R. So you are trying to make
So you probably should show this to our viewers.
yeah, I'm trying to show it to the videos. Like, give me say a word. Like word itself. We say word, right? We say word, word, and when we say the world, we say the whole world, world. But for British, it's for word is word. This word is like that, like blah blah blah. This birds, not this bird. We say bird, but they say like bird. This bird is on the tree.
Yeah, quite nice. I mean, that's for me. It's really hard to understand the difference between.
It's one is one is no So it's like, You keep talking. Let me think about the sentence that I can always pronounce with American accent and British accent.
For me, I think that the British language is much better for understanding. Really, if they speak normal British, if they speak clear British, clear BBC British, not Irish one or not West London something in the district. So while the Peter thinking about the sentence, I will talk about my life in Harvard. And the main thing I bought here is this fantastic cup. I like it so much. Harvard Veritas. Veritas, it means truth, and this cup is green. I like it. And the main thing I hate in America is that bad tea. There's no really good tea. There's only Twinings, such kind of stuff, and I want a normal tea like Russian, like Chinese tea, like Japanese tea. No, Japan probably don't have their own good tea, but here everyone drinks black tea, and this is weird, really weird. And what else should I say to you? I probably nowadays I have a depression, yeah, and so okay.
Maybe
Now
I should keep on.
more minutes. Okay,
Maybe I should try.
you should try.
Yeah, like let me put forward. This is American. Let me put forward that the war is not over. So the war is not over. Let me put forward this information for British. Let me try. I've been practicing American English all my life, so it's like let me put forward. No. Let me put forward. Forward.
Yeah.
Let me put forward. Let me put forward. The war is not over.
Let me put forward. The world is not over. Like
American
yeah.
Let me put forward. The war is not over. This American, typical American accent. For British is that. Let me put forward. The war is not over. Like that, more like that. So don't have to learn like that listening. But it's ridiculous that a Chinese and the Russian is trying to show others American and British accent?
No, you've been living here for 1 year. That's why it's normal for you.
I can speak American English, but for English is really hard.
Mm.
British English.
What?
The natural London accent.
We like London.
We like London. We like London as American. Here, let me see. I love London. I want to live here for all my life.
So
Oh
no
my
matter
God.
what
Oh
are you
my-
saying, I love
oh my
British
life.
better.
And the same, Americans say all my life, and pretty much for British they say all my life, like that. Yeah. I love America for all my life. I love Britain for all my life. Who knows? Forget about it. Fuck.
I think we bore you, our viewers, with these terms, but no matter. What we would like to tell you next thing is about American and geography. Do you
What
understand?
is geography?
It's my pronunciation. It's the science about Earth.
Geography?
Geography, yeah. I pronounce it very often. And one night we've been going to our dorm. It was about home, not 2 o'clock, 1 a.m. Yeah. And then I wanted to ask for. I don't want to make this sound either.
What?
Okay, I wanted to ask guys for. Ow.
I mean, after we returned from Boston?
No, I mean the story about two guys which said to me that okay, no matter why I spoke with them, they said to me that do you like Americans? I said yeah, they're normal, and they spoke some different words that I didn't understand because they were really drunk, and I think no one could understand them. But the final question was like this: you think that Americans are bad in geography? And I said no, I think they're really good. But they was so angry, not angry. They said to me this so much times that finally I said that yes, I think that Americans are bad in geography. And he started asking me the questions about American states and American cities. Of course, I did not know anything, and he said to me to fuck off, like something like this.
Really?
Yeah.
So he, like, really? You didn't tell me that.
What I tell you?
So you mean he asked you, he forced you to say that you think Americans are bad at geography, and then he asked you where those states are, like where the capital.
I mean that I was really glad with him. I said to him, yeah, I think it's everything is fine. Yeah, Americans are really good, but he just asked me so.
Yeah, I know.
Some stupid questions and persuaded me to say that I think that Americans don't like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And then he said when he proves that you don't know about American states.
Yeah.
He said, "Fuck off."
Yeah.
So it means like fuck your mouth up and don't never speak about American in the back like that. Even though they force you to say that.
He said not fuck off. Probably he said something to that is really meaning is to that I should go away from them.
But you didn't.
Like shut up, but fuck off.
Fuck off basically just means shut up.
Yeah.
They're freaking drunk.
Yeah, yeah, of course. But one of that guys tried to stop another one. That's why they're not too drunk.
Stop another one.
Yeah, stop.
Because
stop to I don't know.
Talk to you about bullshit.
Yeah, like this. He just another guy said about some interesting thing about Boston, about where he was born, and about something like this.
Yeah.
And another guy was angry that I'm Russian from.
And you know what is funny about Americans? It's so funny that I laugh too much and I cannot laugh about it now. First, think about it. Every day, Americans are talking about protection about animals, right?
So okay, if you are American and you will see this video, what should we say?
I don't care. Okay, I don't care if you're American or not, if you're watching this video or not, or if you like this video or not. Basically, I don't even think people will watch this video. But the truth is, I have to say, on one point of animal, Americans show their. They impress me with their contradiction. Okay, let me put forward. They say every day that they have to protect animals. They say, first, Chinese, mostly Chinese, are torturing animals. See how we eat dogs, we eat cats, we eat snakes, we eat monkey brains, we abortion babies, we eat everything.
Americans subvert babies too.
No, we eat them. They say we eat them. Some people eat them.
Really?
They say it.
No. Okay, they say it, but is it real?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
And the thing is, I don't know how the. Okay, maybe there's 1 to 5 people who eat abortion baby, but what Americans are doing is to say that every Chinese is eating those things every day. Who will fucking eat dogs every day? If Chinese eat dogs every day, there will be no dog in America now. Because we have so many Chinese here. And the most important thing is, do you know how Americans treat animals? They say, you know how much beef and chicken they eat every day. So, instead of killing, yeah, they still kill. You have to kill the cattle, or otherwise, how can you get the meat? But they say they play music to cattle so that the cattle will die with happiness. Play music to cattle and they will be happy. If someone tell me, I guarantee that you will be happy because I will play music, can I kill you? I will say nothing and just kill him. And that's the same thing to cattle. You guys just kill cattle and kill chicken. And then you guys are arguing that Chinese are torturing chicken than cattle, even though you guys are killing more cattle than chicken. And you guys are feeding chicken in the by a huge farmer house. They have no freedom to walk around. And don't you call yourself a country of democracy and freedom? And that's how you treat chicken? And you guys consume more meat than any country. And I don't know why you guys are saying other countries are torturing animals just because we eat dogs. And who knows? And that's the funniest thing ever I've heard.
And for me, it's really stupid that Americans care about. It's not stupid, it's misconception that Americans care about, for example, I don't know.
Dogs?
No, about that everyone should use electricity in their cars, for example. Not diesel cars, no petrol cars, no like this.
You
But
mean for
they
the environment?
Yeah, and they use electricity in the car, but who knows where this electricity came from? I mean, that Americans just said something is bad, but they really don't speak about solutions. Not about solutions, but another different ways that they are proposed. And I think it's really weird.
Yeah.
And many things is just like many unimportant things they care about, but really important things they just leave these things to the governments, and the government make what the government wants, like this.
I don't know, but the thing is, they like to speak about things, and they especially like to speak about foreign things, for they really want to decide what other countries should be doing, even though they are arguing how we should treat everybody equally, how we should promote democracy and freedom, and but I don't know why when they are arguing that China is against human rights, but at the same time they themselves never consider their misconduct towards South America, towards other Pacific and like ocean islands and those things. So forget about it.
Okay, what an interesting other things we have.
Do you guys play Angry Birds in Russia?
Really much.
Really?
It's just many jokes about Angry Birds. Like on our first channel, we can see some sketch about Angry Birds like this.
First episode?
Huh?
What do you mean by first episode?
Sketch. And it's the
Oh.
first episode.
Oh,
On our first channel, probably the main channel in Russia, TV channel. Yeah, they can just show the sketch about Angry Birds. I
so
mean,
it's really popular.
it's really popular. Yeah.
That's funny.
I think that Russians in the internet are really, I think, powerful. That a lot of stuff about the internet is in Russia is really popular. All
Also,
these memes, all these such videos, virus videos are really popular in Russia.
that's good.
Because, for example, in America, what is his name? Ray William Johnson usually has about, I think, about 15 million views per video, yeah, and Russian video makers have about 1 million views per video.
That's pretty cool. What about that? Like, do your government like put some words or forbid some words on internet? Say, I'm just giving you an example. I don't mean real. Say on Facebook, you cannot when you try to say fuck, it will become B like that.
Really?
No, I'm just giving you an example.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Of course, you can say fuck on Facebook, even though I'm a good person, I won't say it. But I mean, like, is there like similar words? Not at all.
No restriction at all.
Okay, for China, yes, and some are about dirty words, some are about political words.
Political words.
Yeah. For example, if you try to say like on a really popular public website,
Mhm.
and when you try to say Communist Party is bad or something like that, okay, say this. If one day a video was put on YouTube revealing some really stupid words by a local governor, say, okay, I will tell you one true story.
Mm-hmm.
Say, according to in any country and according to the constitution, all the governors should work for the general people. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they should serve for the people. They're the public servants. And the party, we have communist party, we a capitalist party. But no matter what party, it should work for people, right? Right. But so that the party is with people, not against people. But one day, when the farmer complained about something to the local governor, you know what the local governor said? He said, "Are you what should I say? Are you for yourself or for the party? It's like it's that he's putting party and the people
Yeah.
separated away and away from each other. So it's like if you are in a party, you have to sacrifice like that. And that event was widespread on YouTube and the other web, like all the online work, social network, and so they try to block that word. They try to when you like because let's say you are my friend. I really want you. You still don't know about that event. I know it. I want to tell you. I said, "Hey, Vadim, let me tell you about the ABC event. Blah 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 blah." And then you will say, "Hi, Vadim, BBB blah 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 blah." So the BBB is gone because they censor it. And I don't know if you know about the not recent but like couple years, just within couple years. The government in like Egypt, in like Cuba, those countries are about to be overthrown, right? People are trying to go against, and by the time those revolutions, the name of the revolution, some name was flower name and those things.
Yeah.
Those names,
Like spring.
those name, if you try to type it, no. And even okay, say I'm a businessman of flower. I'm a true businessman of flower, and I just try to sell you the flower of that name because they are real flower. And then when you type, it will also disappear because online you cannot distinguish if you are talking about the political event or you are just selling flowers, and that's when the censure works the serious like that. So it's crazy. And I think we should go sleep.
I mean, the main thing is it easy to go to other countries from China?
Yeah, no, yeah. And there is one country that only Chinese can go.
Yeah.
All the other countries China can go.
My teacher have been to South Korea.
South Korea.
North Korea.
Really?
Yeah.
When
It was about.
by the time of the USSR.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I guess.
It was easy that time.
Not easy. I mean, you guys are the professionals for the South Korea. I mean, like you get. Do you know that my father went to North Korea and he told me about one thing. It's about dictator, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle 50s and 60s and 70s, both Soviet Union and Chinese government tried to help the North Korea government to build factories, industries, power plants, like nuclear power and those things. But don't you remember that? Like because of political conflict, we just break up, and you guys just go back, and we also go back. So they don't have any technology because the technology comes from Russia. No, I mean USSR. And when my father went there, all the factories are still there, and for about 40 years to 30 years, they're just there. They have no use. So the industrial growth of North Korea is negligible. So all the factories are just there. I'm serious. They're just there, and you can actually see they're built like middle 50s, like that.
Wow.
So after the same, they don't have any progress in technology. After you guys gotta get rid of the scholars you sent to North Korea.
I thought they're really in country of improvements like this.
I don't want to swear.
No,
but
I
Chinese is. I'm just serious.
No, Chinese I know. It's the most.
The fastest.
The fastest growing. Yeah, I know. But I thought North Korea is really cool. No,
that's the best joke I've ever.
No, I really thought so. I saw some pictures of.
Oh, of course. because the pictures are issued by the government.
Uh,
And I've watched video on YouTube about North Korean girl introducing about North Korea as a fantastic country with equality, freedom, food, harmony. Whereas in America,
harmony is very interesting.
and whereas in America there are beggars, starvation, illness, discrimination between rich and poor. That's so funny. You cannot imagine how many people die every year because of starvation in North Korea.
Do they have starvation?
Serious starvation. Just like China before 50s.
Wow.
My uncle, my father had one elder brother, one elder sister. And my father was lucky enough because he just passed the worst time. But my father's elder brother, he just went through the worst time. And during the 3 years, there are nothing to eat almost. They try to get the bark from the trees, the outside thing,
Yeah.
and eat those things. And some shoes are made of the skin of the cattle. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And they try to eat that things and try to eat leaves. And that time they did eat people, that body, because they don't have anything to eat.
Yeah.
And my uncle, because of that experience, lose the ability to become fat. Like no matter how much he eats, he cannot digest it
Wow.
because he only have the small stomach, and
like this. Yeah.
and it's not because he cannot get fat. It's because his stomach, due to that 3 years of destruction, lose the ability to best assimilate all the nutrition. So it's really, really bad.
Wow.
It's really bad.
My grandmother, not my grandmother, my grandmother. One time that in Russia was starvation. Not in Russia, it was starvation.
Starbucks?
Starvation.
Oh.
Starbucks. Jesus. Starvation.
Okay.
It was Starbucks, yeah. When my grandmother. Okay.
Okay, keep on.
No matter.
What's up?
Grandmother. And when it was starvation, she took all her children and went to. Do you know this thing with water inside? Underground.
Water tower.
Yeah, water tower. Like not like these spots. Here's the round, here's the ground, and under there are lots of water, and people just go there, get get water in villages.
So that's kind of illegal.
No, it's not illegal.
Just because they cannot find water
Yeah,
and food.
I-
No, don't find.
I just watching the dictionary. That's right. It's not really long. Like this one. Borewell.
Well. Oh.
Borewell, like this. Yeah, do you understand this?
Yeah.
And so she just went with her children to Dorwell and said that she will kill them in this Dorwell.
Because she cannot afford them.
Yeah, because it was starvation.
Did
And
she killed them?
and when she was going there, she decided to do this. So
Really?
So she really decided to do this. She writes all notes about this, like this, gets her things done. He did her last, I don't know.
And he's gonna suicide.
She did her last work, yeah. And she just walking with her children, so that's well. And something happens, I don't remember what. I should ask my mother. And she decided not to do this.
That's really sad.
Yeah.
So you mean your grandmom decided to do that?
And something happened, and
When
she.
was it though?
Huh?
When was it though?
What do you say? In what time?
Yeah.
I really don't remember, but it was like 20s, like when we got USSR after the empire.
You just got
imperial-
the USSR. Though.
Huh?
You just got the
Yeah.
USSR. Though.
And because every village, every growing stuff, every crop
I mean,
was
you can,
under government,
yeah.
and they just took this out of the workers, out of the settlers, and after 10 years or more, nothing could be produced because all the things say were took off from settlers.
Yeah, because they are kind of private and
Yeah.
communists want to turn it public, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And they
all
just
those things.
turned all everything to public, but at that time public didn't work with these
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
and these just broke down.
How did your that's one thing I'm really wondering. Since you guys no longer have the Communist Party, but we still have.
Mhm.
So how do you guys teach?
But your communist party is just changing into
no, but it's
market
still
economy.
a market economy, but not
Yeah.
politics. Yeah, kind of, but slowly changing. Okay, let me just ask you one question.
But if you will change fast, you'll get the same thing as Russian do.
Yeah, I mean, let me just ask one thing. How do your history teachers teach about communists? They say it's bad. Do they teach everything?
It really depends on the teacher.
Don't you guys have standard
No,
textbook?
we have standard textbook, but in my school, I mean that I don't know what teacher teaches in normal school. I'm in the really cool school, and in our school, our teacher usually don't use textbooks.
Okay,
And
so
I
what did they
don't,
say?
don't even see what was in this textbook
Okay, so what was it about?
about communism.
Yeah, I mean, how did he comment?
He just says the facts and says his opinion, but he don't really persuade to have the same opinion.
I still don't know his opinion. I mean, did he say communism is really bad? It won't work forever, or he say like it's a failure, but it did a lot of good things like
No.
that.
He don't say like this. He said that communism brings Russia to ta 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 ta, but he has some mistakes like ta 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 ta, some mispoints
Oh,
like this.
that's the way we teach, like because we are still under communist. So of course you cannot say communist is wrong. In my high school here, my U.S. teacher just said, communists will prove that it won't work. That's basic American's point of view. But for Chinese government, you cannot argue against yourself, right? So in the say, we do you know the Tiananmen Square, 89?
No.
Okay, forget about that. Okay, basically they admit some historical event, but also omit some historical event because some are too bad.
Mhm.
See, Stalin killed a lot of people,
Mhm.
but you guys won't talk about that much. Because
No, we talk.
a lot. Like how many people were killed by him by murder? Not murder. I mean,
Murder. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like
He was a murderer.
yeah.
We talk about this.
Oh,
But this doesn't make USSR a
A
bad
bad thing.
thing. Yeah.
yeah. So
No, it makes, but the
more
purpose.
for Stalin.
Yeah, it makes more Stalin bad man than USSR bad
Yeah.
thing.
So for China, we talk about more about good stuff.
Yeah,
and
of
just
course,
this
of
about
course.
small stuff. But the difference is you guys are honest, but our government is not honest.
Our government is not honest too. Why do you think that
No,
our
I mean
government is
the
honest?
history.
History? No. Our
You
government
guys are-
changed history. Really?
Before, not now. How can you change history now since you guys are not on the Communist Party?
Of course they can.
I mean, you don't care about communists now.
No.
You don't have to hide real things for them.
Our government don't change communist things. It usually changes like things about politics. I mean that, for example, there was an episode about 5 years ago about Polsk. Do you know Polsk? Polish, yeah, about Poland, and I don't know really proof, but usually historians said that there was a grave of about 50 people. And usually historians said that these people were killed by German fascist people, and these were Polish people. But nowadays they changed their mind and said that these 50 people were killed by Russian communists.
And some are true though.
Huh?
Some are true though.
Yeah, but
What about your government though?
and I mean that most scientists prove that this is not true. That they were killed by fascism, by fascist men.
Yeah.
But nowadays, because of politics, our government said that it was our blame. You should blame us.
Really?
Yeah.
That's really
No,
weird.
the main thing is I don't really know what is the truth of this story, but many historians who I know,
Russian historians or what? World historian. That's really different.
I mean Russian historians.
Then you should consider about bias. Like consider about all the point of view, both yours and world historians.
No, I mean
Just like if you listen to Americans, communists are shit. But if you look at the historic thing, they have some.
no,
good
I mean
things.
that I listen to historians who are, I think they are, I don't know.
Trustworthy.
Yeah, because they said that our USSR was really bad because something like that, blah blah blah, like this. And the funny thing is that when we said that this grave is us, yeah, the president of of Poland, went to our country, and his plane crashed.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it recently?
it was about 2 or 3 years ago, I think.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's
So people will think if there is any, dark side inside, people will naturally, even though it is maybe just an accident.
Yeah.
That's really bad for Russia. I mean, even though you guys don't do it, people will think you guys put some spies and try to destroy the plane, even though maybe it's not true.
This is the main point.
That's really bad.
So probably it was there was a grave. They said that it was Germany,
I know.
but the Europeans said no, it was Russians, and after some time we said okay, it was Russians.
I see.
Then the Poland president came to us on flight. Yeah,
Like for friendship, like that, because you guys.
not a friendship, like to memory the grave. Yeah, like this, and the plane crashed, and it was about I think 30 people of the highest ranking government, and all them dead.
That's really funny though.
And that's why Poland's hate themselves. I can show you this. I think there is an article in newspaper like something like this.
That's really it's funny though. Well, the thing we don't do is we don't admit those things. And I told you before, we try to hide the number of deaths.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that. Yeah, I've got to go to sleep.
Okay, our show is going to final. We spoke about 43 minutes.
This is just
It's I
an
think
experiment. We
yeah,
talk more about serious stuff because we're intelligent people.
yeah, not as that guys about birds poo.
Yeah, they're not funny, but doesn't matter.
And
Nice talk with you.
yeah, it was I think more talking. The first part was about talking
Fat
to the camera.
people.
Yeah, but about Richard is true, and this really
Yeah, we have a 4 people dorm, but we only have 3 people.
yeah it is.
Yeah, this is actually good because we're paying 1/4 to enjoy your 1/3 service. And you are actually having the best
Yeah.
service.
But I
And
don't
the
know. It's really hot in my room. So
The funniest part is he rents the most expensive things. He
Yeah.
rent the he rent the microwave. He rent the fridge.
He
Just
rents
think
the
about
water. He
Yeah.
rents I don't know.
Everything, and we are using all those stuff.
Yeah.
But he himself never show up. It's like he's buying things for us.
Because he bought, for example, 30 bottles of water. And
He probably drinks about 5.
yeah, and I think I drank other 25. No, it's because I like to drink tea and such.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to sleep. When is it?
Huh?
Oh, 2:47. Good luck.
I think we should make another video one day.
This is just an experiment, and it doesn't matter. Find one day that we're free. Today, I have so much work
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do.
yeah.
You have so much work to do, but we don't want to do work. Sunday, just try to. Fuck.
I mean that what was the worst point is that the topics we have already discussed were uninteresting to discuss again. I think it would be better to discuss topics that we have already discussed.
Yeah.
But it was really
It will be racist. Even though I'm joking. If I say, do you know that for American girl, if you say they are fat, they will be freaking pissed. If
you should watch this. You should watch about this film about Brugge that I sent it to you.
Why? Because they comment
It's
fat people.
so nice joke about Americans fat.
Okay.
It's so nice. Like it's
like
typical Irish joke about fat people.
Okay, so just tell you one true thing. Once my friend, he's a Chinese, but he's good at English, and he talked to one of his not girlfriend but friends who is a girl, not a girlfriend, a friend who is a girl, and the girl just asked him, "Do you think I'm fat?" And the boy just said, "Do you mind if I joke? Just like I'm just kidding. Like you're fat." He's just joking, and the girl asked the question as a joke, like, "What do you think of me?" Like that. And the boy respond with a joke, like, "I think you're fat. I'm just kidding."
Mhm.
And the girl got pissed. She gets angry, even though she starts the joke. That's American. So you should never say, no matter they look like this, you say, "You're so beautiful," like that.
I'm Russian. I can't say such things. I mean, Russian are they really strict?
You cannot say you are fat.
No, I mean that. Usually, I will say truth rather than untruth, even though this truth is unnecessary.
That's really bad, though.
No,
I don't think that's the culture of Russia. That
it's
if
character.
if you find a fat people, you just say, "Why are you so fat and ugly?" Well, you talk to people like that.
No,
That's really rude.
no, I mean that if the person will ask us about, okay, imagine person lost his job, yeah, he's lost his I don't know, he fucked his life up, yeah, and he asked Russian about what do you think? What was my main problem? Yeah, Russian usually will say that
Your
like
main problem is blah blah blah.
no, yeah, he will say this. He will say that you're lazy. He will say that you don't worry, everything will be alright. But at the same time, he will say bad things.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but most of Americans and other men, they will say like, "Oh, everything's fine. It just was a mistake. It was just an accident like this." And
Yeah,
blah,
I
blah,
know, I
blah.
know, I know.
And Russian are usually strict people.
Yeah.
Even though the strictness is bad. Okay, good night. Close the door, please. Okay, I'll close it. I really want to come stay. So, I don't know if you will really watch this video. It's about 1 hour long, and it's probably is not interesting really, and like this, blah blah blah. However, probably we will not download, upload this on YouTube. Probably you will watch this to final, probably some kind of this. And don't strict us hard because this is just talking. This is just two guys who talk about some interesting things. This is not for. It's probably for our friends, just our friends, and that's all. And next time probably we'll make something interesting, but now this is the all. Okay, so this is it. Thanks everyone. Subscribe our channel. Blah, blah, all the things that usually are saying in the video. That's rate comments below. Blah 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 blah, and speak about this to your friends. Like on Facebook, like on Twitter, like on Google Plus, and that's all. Thank you.